This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is what we're locking in for tonight's NBA games. If you're asking yourself, did PlayerProps.ai crush everything it told us to do yesterday? Well, the answer to that is of course it did. We are still on a crazy win streak right now. So a recap of yesterday's video, we mentioned that we were looking at Laurie under points. 21.5 was the line that we were looking at. But I also was looking at PJ over points, and his point line was 16.5. And I was saying Laurie's under looks good, but it depends on what the injury status is of just both sides of the roster. We didn't expect that John Collins and Kessler were both going to be rolled out for Utah. So as soon as that happened, everybody that was kind of watching and keeping updated on the injury news, they switched to PJ over points. But a lot of people, you guys watching, if you're still on the free Discord for whatever reason, you did not see that chatter back and forth, I'm assuming, and you may have locked in Laurie under 21.5 points. But even if you did, both of those hit. So no matter what you did, whether you did the first or the second one, or both, you hit both of them, the win streak continues. So today we have a short 4-game slate. I don't like these small slates, but we'll see if we can find something. Just some housekeeping things. Make sure you're doing the bare minimum, as I always say. The bare minimum is the free stuff. If you can't do everything that is available to you for free, you should not be betting, because that means you don't care enough about losing to do the stuff that's available to you for free. And to recap what that is again, the free stuff are you have downloading the free PlayerProps.ai app, creating a free PlayerProps.ai account, getting in the free PlayerProps.ai Discord, linking your Discord to your PlayerProps.ai account, that's what opens up all the Discord channels, and the steps for that are in the Get Access channel inside of our Discord. And then, of course, subscribing to this free YouTube channel where I'm teaching you guys every single day how to best use this app. If you are not actually using the app on your own after watching this video, stop betting. You're not going to win long term. You're not going to do the free stuff. Betting is not for you. Betting is for people who will do what it takes to win. I do not want to see people that can't do the free stuff betting, because I don't like seeing people lose money. So please either actually put in the effort or please stop betting. But yeah, so we have 4 games here, 2 games around the 7:30 mark and 2 games around the 10 p.m. side of things. As always, I never check anything before I start hitting the record button, so we can kind of learn together, and you can see or hear anyway how my brain goes through things when I look at this stuff. So the first things first, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to start on NBA points. We're going to have 15 as the minimum line, and then 50 as our minimum accuracy. And we have a handful of people here. The first person pops up top is Denny, just barely squeaking over. That's 16.5. Accuracy is 56. But what I first notice, as you see here on the screen, there are only 3 players in these 4 games that have a line of 15 or higher, an accuracy of 50% or higher, and as you see here, a projection that is higher than their line. Anthony Davis, 1.38 higher. DeAndre Hunter, 1.28 higher. And then Denny has, what is that, like 2.53? 1.53 higher. Like, yeah, so these differences, there's not enough edge here for me to care about any of these right now. So I know right off the bat that we're probably not going to be locking in an over points play. So let's check the best unders here. Going back to Laurie again that we were looking at yesterday. He hit his under. He had 19 points. He actually got a bucket in like the last 10 seconds to go up to 19. So the entire game was trending under. And you see like there's a lot of red here, which is what we like. The books are favoring it. 58.6% accuracy. And his projection again is about 4.5 less than his line. The next best one is Colin here, another Utah player. So, I mean, I think this still depends on the health, as you see on the screen, of the Utah Jazz here. So John Collins, game time decision. Kessler, game time decision. I'm going to do one thing here. So there's a new feature that we're going to be adding to this, to NBA on the site and the app. I was hoping it'd be ready and up by the time I recorded this, but it is not yet. But by the time you guys watch this video, it may be up by that point. And I really hope it's up now because I want to reference it. But because it's not, and I don't want to spoil the surprise, I'm just not going to talk about it. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at something real quick. So what we did yesterday, because you see how Laurie is typically small forward when you have John Collins and Kessler both in. So I think I looked up yesterday that, who did they verse? Milwaukee. Milwaukee was the 8th best overall defense first position for guarding small forwards against points. Granted, Laurie, because of the injuries yesterday, he played power forward, so it didn't necessarily apply. But again, for the sake of what we're talking about here, I'm curious to see how good Golden State is against small forward if he stays in small forward. So Milwaukee was the 8th best, and Golden State is the 57th best. And I know there's not more than 30 teams, but this is a ranking system that goes from 1 to 150 that I use, where it's all 5 positions, all 30 teams, which 5 times 30 is 150. So it's just, that's how the ranking system goes anyway. So they're like mid-tier ish when it comes to defending the small forward. Before we lock this in, let me check PRA. That's another stat I like looking at as well. Let's see if there's anything sexy on PRA. Points, rebounds, assists. Okay, so there are only 3 players that technically have a higher projection, but they're all fractionally higher. Nothing that we like. There's nothing here that is good. Under. My minimum line for PRA, by the way, is 20. I was like, because I just saw Prince was at less than that. Fred VanVleet, 25.5 line. Projection is just under 4, lower than the line. Let's check his stuff here. He played yesterday, got 19, but he's coming off 3 straight. So he's very streaky. Oh, very streaky. He never has... This is crazy. He's never gone like one game covering and the next game like not covering, like back to back to back. So this is what I mean. 4 straight misses, 4 straight hits, 3 straight misses, 2 straight hits, 3 straight misses, 3 straight hits, a miss. So if we're following the pattern that we've been seeing all season, just based on patterns alone, he has not missed after hitting and then hit the next game. Dating back until, well, I mean, that was just the last 20. But dating back until what, the beginning of December 1st was the first time that he didn't get 2 in a row of the same thing, of hitting or missing. So it's been very streaky. So patterns aren't something like a crazy thing to pay attention to, but it's just very interesting to point out. What does the team look like here? Dylan Brooks scored a lot of... So the good thing is that Amen Thompson is like becoming a superstar. I think he had 33 points last night, including the game winner. So he's getting a lot more of the offense. Dylan Brooks, I think, also went off for like 35 points yesterday. So with these two getting more offensive opportunities, Fred only simply becomes a facilitator, which, I mean, like, he's the one that sets up the plays. He's the one that gets the assist, right? Now, why is that important? Because when it comes to points, rebounds, assist is only 1. When it comes to points, you shoot a 2, that counts to 2 against the line. If he shoots a 3, that counts 3 against the line. So if you're doing PRA and they're going to get something, you want them to get rebounds and assists. You don't want them to get points, because points just makes them get closer to their line. Granted, if you're going under anyway. So if he's just somebody who's going crazy rebounding and assist, then let's look at his points. So his points are almost kind of the same streakiness here. He only had 7 points. He played 37 minutes, only put up 9 shots. Again, because Brooks and Thompson were going bananas. But he's typically getting like crazy 35 plus minutes. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know if I'm in love with this one either. Do we want to go Fred under 25? Well, let's see. Actually, hold on. Before we say that, let's check the props comparison. Let's see what Lauri's highest line is for points. 22.5. Under 22.5, which is just one higher actually than yesterday. Oh, there you go. 22.5. And then we're looking at PRA of Fred Van Fleet. So PRA is 25.5 across the board for this guy. And it looks like Bet Rivers and Caesars have a balanced over-under. So it's the same over-under matches here, but every other sportsbook is favoring him going under. Minus 115 here, minus 120 here, minus 120, minus 120. That's also important to see. Instead of just one sportsbook. Is one sportsbook favoring the other, or there's multiple? I'm going to look at Lauri one more time. Bet Rivers has him over here. So FanDuel is favoring his under at 21.5. ESPN Bet is favoring the over at 21.5. But all three books are favoring the under here at 22.5. Let's do Lauri. And okay. So Lauri, if John Collins and Walker Kessler play, Lauri under 22.5 points. Wait until you get until you know, and you know because it'll say when you go to where we click on the player card and it'll show you the roster. It won't say GTD, which is game time decision. It'll just say out, or it won't say anything at all. And so check that throughout the day. If John Collins and Walker Kessler are out, which I'm assuming they'll play, they just rested on the first game of a back-to-back. If they are both out, I do not like the under for 22.5 because the offense will be focused on Lauri, even though technically he hit last night when we called it out. But if they don't play, I would like to do the PRA under 20. What was it again? 25.5 under PRA for Fred Van Fleet. So that's the second one, but that's only a backup because I don't like that as much. But it's only if John Collins and Kessler don't play, so pay attention to injury news. But that is what we're locking in today, ladies and gents. Let's keep this win streak going. Again, like I said at the beginning of the show, do the bare minimum. If you are like, oh man, I can't believe I lost my bet, or I can't believe I lost my bet, and that's something you're saying on an almost daily basis, and you're constantly depositing in your bankroll, you see all the winning screenshots in the Discord. Hopefully you do. Hopefully you're in the Discord. But once you join and you sync your accounts to see the channels, there's over $100,000 won in screenshots in the Discord channel. If you're like, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I can only lead you to the water. You got to drink the water. I can only lead you there. Get in the Discord, sync your accounts, look at all of the winning screenshots channels, look at the VIP testimonials channels. We had an amazing testimonial get dropped by one of our users yesterday. You just go to that channel and just read what he wrote. But yeah, the people that are applying themselves are having success. You have to apply yourself if you expect to be successful with betting on sports. If you don't, please stop betting because you're not going to be successful, and I don't want to see you depositing every other week or every day. But lock it in, pay attention to the rosters, pay attention to the injuries. I'll see you guys tomorrow.